I must have been wrong, 'cause your love is strong for him. Why would it not be? He's always there for you.
All done. Yeah, all done. Good job.
Free, but ready to flee from this all. Oh, to be standing on your own. Oh, to be standing.
Are you helping Mom and Daddy clean?
You knocked me down, swept my feet off the ground, left me on the floor. Hard to resist, got me looking like this, like no one before. 'Cause I must be strong, 'cause this might go on for.
Holy cow.
'Cause I was wrong, and he's always there for you. I keep living alone. We're so far from home. Free, but ready to
Where's your baby?
flee from this all. Oh, to be standing on your oh, to be standing on your.
Yeah. Oh, you're brushing. Oh, you're pushing your baby. Sweeping the baby. Oh, thank you. You wave? Say hi.
When the stars glow bright, the summer's old. In the misty bright moonlight, I were told. When the storm is raging in your head, when you feel there's nothing more ahead, the hills they seem all green, but they hide all the monsters. And you kept holding my hand as you reached for water. On the hills by the lake, you were chasing your dream. And I gave you a rose that you kept on seeing, kept on seeing. It was worth the fight. When the stars glow bright, the summer's old. In the misty bright moonlight, I were told. When the storm is raging in your head,
Go. Where'd she go?
feel there's nothing more ahead. The hills they seem all green, but they hide all the monsters. And you kept holding my hand as you reached for water. The hills by the lake, you were chasing your dream.
Oh, who is
And I
that?
gave you a rose that you kept on seeing, kept on seeing. For so long,
toot? You just toot. Nora. Is she doing that?
You gonna do it?
So Chip got her this little vacuum because she was obsessed with vacuuming with us. But she wants him to use it and her just help him push it. Just like with the big vacuum.
There you go.
Yay, good job.
There you go.
Good job. Look at this.
You just want to watch me do it, huh?
Whoa!
Almost gone.
Okay. I just wanted to do a little update. As you can see, Chip arrived and we had about 10 days with him. It was supposed to only be like 4 or 5, and then he ended up coming early and surprising us, which was the best surprise. He was supposed to get in on a Wednesday and he got in on a Sunday instead. Then he ended up staying longer because we had some mess ups with our schedule with some appointments, so that was kind of aggravating, but ended up being really nice because then Chip got to stay for a few extra days. Yeah, he was here for about a week and a half. That was super nice. It was so nice having our little family back together, and that's kind of our last little bit before it's gonna be the 4 of us, because next time he comes it's gonna be just a few days before I get induced. We had a really great time and I didn't film very much while he was here, honestly. We just enjoyed our time together as a family, so I didn't really get the camera out very much. But Chip actually got a lot of footage on his phone, so I've inserted that and everything. But it was so nice. I missed him so much. I know I keep saying that, but when you're away from your spouse for a month and then you finally see them again, it's just the best feeling. And Nora was so excited when she saw Chip. And I didn't film any of that because he surprised us coming back. But as soon as she saw him, she just got really sweet and wanted to snuggle with him so bad, and then was showing him all of her new tricks that she's been doing. She can do more in sign language. She can do all done. She knows, you know, how to high five. She knows how to blow kisses. Like all these little things that she's kind of accumulated over the past month. She kind of just showed him all of her tricks at one time, and it was really, really sweet. You could tell that she missed him so much. It was really sweet seeing them back together again, and we had a really good time. I wanted to update too on how our consultation went and how the MRI went and everything like that. The last that I spoke was that I was talking about how I still need to get an MRI done and how we were still waiting on the consult. I ended up getting my MRI done. What day was that? Let me make sure I'm telling you the right date. I got the MRI done on April 8th. It went pretty well. It was, I think it was a pediatric MRI machine, so it was pretty small. I was fine. I don't like get claustrophobic really, and so it didn't bother me. And too, your head is kind of more at the end where it's open, so that part didn't bother me. But the fact that they want me to lay on my back the whole time was what was gonna bother me, and this was gonna be like an hour and a half MRI kind of thing. Because the baby moves so much, they have to take so many images, and it just normally takes longer because the baby is normally really squirmy. So it wasn't that bad. I did ask her if I could go on my side instead of on my back. I don't know if every MRI tech person, I don't know what to call them. The woman that did my MRI, she said it was fine if I laid on my side, and she was actually going to rotate me at one point, but she actually never did, so I ended up being on my side the whole time, which was a lot better to me than being on my back because I have a lot of extra fluid in my amniotic sac. So I don't remember what it is, but she told me specifically what it was and I don't remember. But whenever I lay on my back for like more than 5 minutes, I feel like instantly nauseous and really sick. I have shortness of breath. It kind of makes me anxious because I just feel like I'm about to pass out and throw up at the same time. And it's something to do with that fluid. It's sitting on some kind of nerve or something that goes to my brain. I don't remember the exact thing. Because of that, she said I could lay on my side, which it wasn't bad. But after laying on your side for over an hour, my hip was killing me so bad. So the last 10-15 minutes, I was like ready to get out. I'm just glad that part's over. But yeah, so I got the MRI done, and then April 8th, we were supposed to have a consultation with Dr. Kays, which he's the CDH surgeon, and he's over the CDH department here at Johns Hopkins. So we're supposed to have that with him April 8th that afternoon, and something happened with our schedule and appointments, and they moved it to Monday, April 11th. And when Dr. Kays does the consult, he goes into depth of what is CDH, what do they focus on. He pretty much tells you the differences between what they do and what other hospitals do when it comes to CDH, and why they're so qualified and why their rates and percentages and survival rates are so much higher than every other hospital in the US. Like, they are the top hospital to go to for CDH, and his group is the top performing group to handle these CDH babies. He just gave us a lot of information, made us feel perfectly safe with him doing all these surgeries on Sam, and he gave Sam a 90% chance of survival, which is great. He's one of the more severe cases of CDH. It is left-sided. Normally right-sided can be more damaging and harder of a surgery and harder recovery and everything. But thankfully he is left-sided, but it is pretty severe because he has so many organs up, and not just so many, but also he has, like, the worst one to go up is your liver. And so he has large bowel, small bowel, which intestines or whatever, spleen, stomach, and he also has 30% of his liver is through the hole in the diaphragm pushing up against his lungs and heart. On top of that, he does have a serious VSD. I've talked about this a few times, but I'm just kind of giving an overview really quickly. Nobody's told us at this point how severe his hernia or his VSD has been, so that was good, finding out the facts on like how severe it is, what they're gonna have to do, things like that. He does have a pretty serious VSD, so that on top of it makes it more complicated and more of a different kind of situation. He's a bigger baby, and so Dr. Kays feels really good on his size, because most of the time CDH babies are pretty small, and typically they're around 10 to 15 percentile on their size, and Sam is 60th percentile, so he's definitely a good size, which is really going to help with his recovery. I might have to go get Nora and hold her for like the rest of this. Yeah. Goodness, you're sleeping so hard. Yeah, do you not feel good today? But the other things that they normally will tell you how long your baby is expected to stay in the hospital and go through recovery. But because of his VSD and them not knowing the order of heart surgery and everything, they couldn't tell us the length of time, because he's gonna need his hernia surgery, and then he's also gonna need, hey baby, yeah, he's gonna need hernia surgery, then heart surgery, and possibly surgery if he's not feeding well. They have to do like a surgery that helps them have like supplement until they're feeding well. Kind of all depends on how he's doing. Oh goodness, we don't know. We know he'll for sure need 2 surgeries. There's a chance that he might need more than that, but we shall see. So the other thing is that they told us that he thinks Sam has like a 50 to 60% chance of needing ECMO, which is like the iron lung kind of system. But really, they normally look at how the oxygenation is in the brain, whether they need to get on it or not. So that's what they look at for that. So he's got a 50 to 60% chance that he may need to get on ECMO, which makes our stay a lot longer. Yeah. And the other thing that he did tell us from the MRI and everything is that Sam has 20% of his lung volume. So whenever I say that, normally babies have 100% of their lung volume because they're not having all these organs pushing up against their lungs. But currently he only has 20%, and that's both lungs together. He only has 20% functioning lung volume, and the rest is 80% of it is crushed from the organs pushing up. So he definitely has a pretty severe case, and anywhere else he would have probably not even a 50% chance of surviving. Yeah, but because Dr. Kays and his team are so trained and knowledgeable, oh, there we go, on this, then he has a 90% chance of surviving. So that's pretty incredible, huh? We talking about brother? What is this? You want to look at pictures of you? Who is that? Is that you? You love them? Are they so cool? You're so cool. Or is that you in your sunglasses? He went into depth with a whole lot more, but I just wanted to put the key points on a video and kind of update you guys with how things are going. And that's pretty much, oh, I guess there's one other thing that I meant to say is this past week I did lose my mucus plug. So, whoops. I did lose that. I called and they said it wasn't a big deal or anything that we had to worry about, but just to make sure, as long as I'm not bleeding or having any kind of crazy contractions, I'm fine. But because of that, and also I'm having like a lot of Braxton Hicks, and there's a certain contraction that he's having too, that they said I'm at risk for preterm labor. So we're just taking things easy, and who knows, he might be here before induction day, or he might wait till induction day. We're just kind of watching things, and Chip already booked a flight to come back for like induction day and everything. So my induction is going to be May 9th, so that's less than a month away, which is crazy. That actually makes it really real now how close it is, because it's less than a month away, and then he's coming May 4th is when he'll fly in. So we'll have some days before induction and everything, and we'll have a few more days just as a family of 3 before Sam gets here. So we're excited about that. And what about this one? Look. Less than 4 weeks to prepare for Sam and to get like the last few things that we need. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about today, and tomorrow I'm kind of planning what all do I want to accomplish before he's here, and yeah, get all that situated. So, but anyways, that is the most recent update for us, and thank you guys so much for coming to my channel and checking out these videos, and we'll see you guys in the next update. Look, can you wave? Can you say bye? Bye. You're so cute. You wanna call Daddy? Oh look, she was smiling at you.